Hello, everyone, and hope you're having a great day. Welcome to a very special episode of Every Word 365. I'm your host, Christina Munoz-Madsen, and I have along with me today Mia Story, Executive Assistant at Travel with Friends. Thank you for being with us today.
Absolutely. It's always a pleasure.
I'm so excited to have you guys because I'm not sure if you all know this, but when I was trying to figure out the next steps for Every Word 365, where we read every word of the Bible, podcast was the number one thing that people kind of voted on as far as what they would like as part of this Bible study. And I knew that it would be a lot to take that on, and I would need some help to do that. Enter Travel with Friends. This podcast would not exist without the support of Travel with Friends and Mia Story. And we can talk a little bit about how we even connected as we do this, because that's a cool story too. So I'm just so grateful. So I just personally want to start by saying thank you to you guys. We so appreciate your help and making this podcast possible.
Yeah, absolutely. We are just honored to be partnered with you. It's been a pleasure, and we're just excited about all the different possibilities of in the future as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. We'll just keep on going.
Yeah.
So, okay, for somebody out there who has maybe heard me say Travel with Friends or heard me talk about it a little bit, but is going, I still don't really know what it is. What is Travel with Friends, and what do you guys do?
Yeah, absolutely. So we are a tour operator, and we focus on international travel. We do a lot of group travel. We have specialized a little bit more in some of the individual, focusing on some of our own group travel. So if you don't have a group leader, we also can kind of work with you and find some things that meet your needs as well. But mainly we do church groups, mission groups, student groups, things like that. That's our main bread and butter.
Very, very mission focused, talking about serving others, but also not exclusively.
Absolutely.
So you really do accommodate anybody who wants to travel.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So if that's you, this can be a huge help. And for me personally, I'm a mom, I have 2 kids. When we travel, we always joke about when you have kids, it's really parenting from a different location. It's not a vacation because you got to worry about where you're going to eat and transportation and do you get the right flights? Am I going to miss my flight? All of that can be so stressful.
Definitely.
And this is where you guys can really help make it easy on the people traveling.
Yep, absolutely. So that's a great thing about what we do is basically from the start to the finish, we're there by your side. So we're going to help you with all the itinerary needs, your scheduling, the accommodations, your plane travel, any travel in between. We offer a lot of luxury buses for our trips, things like that, just to make your trip completely at ease and you can relax and enjoy the sights of wherever you're at.
Oh my goodness, I love it so much. Tell us about how this started. You guys have been around 20 years, is that right?
Almost 30 now,
almost
actually.
30 years.
Yeah,
how did this get started?
Yeah, so our owner is actually from Israel, and his family was very involved in the tourism industry. Tourism in Israel is a main income source for multiple people, especially in Jerusalem and the Old City in particular. So his family is from the Old City, and he was always connected to it, and he knew that he wanted to serve people and help others and get people to travel the Holy Land and other places. So he got his tourist license, and from there he decided to just continue it further, and now we are a thriving company. He's got family and friends that have been involved over the years, and we've just picked up people along the way that are truly passionate about travel.
How did he get to Arkansas?
Yeah, okay, so he actually went to school at Euler, and so he got connected here. He came to get his tourism tour guide license here, and he got some degrees here as well, and he got connected and just loved Arkansas, loved the people, and he found out this was one of the best places to start a small business for so many reasons, and so it's been great. Yeah.
That is so fantastic. And I'm not originally from here. I was originally from South Dakota, lived in Minnesota, said we'd live in Arkansas 2 years, and now it's been 20. So Arkansas has a way of pulling you in if you're not from here. But such a cool organization and so many different things. How many different places and where all have you gone and do you go?
Absolutely. I mean, it's pretty endless. So we currently are doing multiple places in Europe. We have river cruises and sea cruises. We're doing the Middle East, so we've got Turkey, Israel, Jordan, and Egypt. And then we also have Canada. We're doing Alaska cruises. We're continually opening the door to new places. We're constantly meeting new clients, new vendors, people that want to get involved, and so our services just continue to expand as the interest is there. So really, it's up to the travelers and where they want to go, and we are happy to help accommodate.
So really, somebody could get online, and here I have all these brochures because we've got the Footsteps of Paul, which is Greece, Turkey. We've got Italy. We've got Alaska. We've got the Holy Land, of course. So if you want to just go on the website, you can find a tour that exists and sign up to be a part of that. Is that right?
Yes, absolutely. So the best thing to do is to go to our website, check out, find a tour, and then it'll offer a list of our destinations. After that point, you can fill out a form, you can give us a call. We'll help put you in touch with people that are going during that time, an already established group, different denominations, different church groups, or just a group in general. We have different options for that. And then we also have our food and wine tours, things like that as well. But yeah, we just continue to offer different places, and a lot of people will call us and say, we know we want to go to the Holy Land. We know we want to go to Greece. We know we want to go abroad on a cruise. We just don't know how to do it. We don't know what that looks like.
Right.
And so we offer just a lot of helping them navigate that, and it's been great getting to meet people and find new places and opportunities to go travel.
Well, I love it so much because I grew up traveling to Chile, where my mom is from, and we know the area, we know where to stay, we know all of that.
Right.
If I go to Italy or Greece or Holy Land, I would have no idea the safe places, the nice places. I wouldn't even know where to begin, and you can't just Google this stuff because you don't know what you're looking at.
Exactly.
And so that part I think is so huge. And now if somebody wants to actually have a tour, maybe a whole group of people,
Sure.
you could create one and maybe even get some complimentary tours involved too. Kind of explain how that works.
Yeah, exactly. So our main goal is to serve others who are constantly serving the people around them. So a lot of times that's pastors, that's small group leaders, that's people like you leading these amazing different organizations, walking through the Bible, things like that. And we just want to serve them because they are putting time and effort into other people. And so we offer a lot of incentives for our tour hosts. We want to make sure that they're taken care of from the beginning. There's a lot of different surprises that you'll find throughout the tour, throughout the trip. As a tour host, you are in the most communication with us on what that schedule looks like for your travelers, meeting the needs of things that you might not think of. We've got different things like wheelchair access, we've got different just opportunities for accommodations. And so we have the complimentary trips for hosts when they work with us on different pricing options, just all kinds of things, and we love to help our hosts get to go on these trips and continue to go on them.
That's so fantastic because it can be opportunity for someone who may not be able to travel or see the world in different places.
Exactly.
And so really I was sharing my story and my testimony at a church in Little Rock, and that's where you came to. And we just struck this partnership, and it worked out so well because my heart's desire really, since I read through the Bible the first time, which was 2010, was to go to the Holy Land and go see Israel. So of course we set up this trip. It was going to be in March of 2024, and then the war over there breaks out. Now I wanted to just transfer mine to Greece, so we are now doing Greece, shameless plug, Greece in 2025. Is that right? We're in 2024. So in 2025, we'll be doing a trip to Greece, the Footsteps of Paul. But I want to talk a little bit about the Holy Land and how there are still people traveling and how you guys kind of understand it differently because you know it so well. Tell me a little bit about the people that were there when it happened and how you're still kind of navigating this.
Absolutely. So it's just from the beginning of this conflict, we have been involved with our team on the ground. A lot of people don't know this, but we actually have an office in Jerusalem. That means we have a whole team and staff there that was, of course, directly affected by this. Not only that, but we have our family and friends of staff here, and it was definitely shocking, to say the least. And after that, it was kind of just navigating, what is this going to look like for the next several months? Is this conflict going to end soon? Is this something that's going to be dragged out for years, And so we've definitely had to navigate that closely with our ground team. They've been in great communication with us, though. We actually had a group on the ground in the middle of this conflict in the beginning of October. So we were amazed that they got out safely. They were able to enjoy their trip. They continued to travel around as normal, and then they left. They actually ended up leaving through Jordan, and so we just navigated that. But yeah, our ground team, they're very knowledgeable. They're friends and family of all kinds of different people. I mean, different sources giving them information, so we feel the most up to date from our people on the ground. That being said, it's definitely different than you might think. There, of course, have been some extremely hard attacks and extremely hurtful things that have happened to people around there. But it is so encouraging to see people continue just to move forward.
Wow.
The people of Israel just have a resilience that is unmatchable, truly. And they are so ready for all of us to come back. They are ready for tourism. I mean, we have tour guides and tour directors and people that work in the travel industry that just are out of jobs right now. They don't have anything that they can be doing. So as soon as we can get back, they are wanting us there. We are hopeful. We've heard a lot of rumors that the airlines are going to actually start sending flights over there at the end of this month or early February. So we're very hopeful for that. We, of course, will be going there, having people from our office going there first making sure, staying in communication with the people on the ground. And then our goal is really to get full groups back in starting in the beginning of 2025. And so that's our goal, and we're hoping that that's the case. Of course, we're just going to have to play it by ear. No one can control. God only knows.
Right.
So we will see, you know?
Yep. Well, I find it so interesting how important tourism is to that economy.
Yeah.
And so it's just key that we do find a way to keep going back. And I've told my family we are going to go. I'm just so excited to really see the Bible come to life. I mean, that really is what it is all about for me. And so, and it says a lot about your team when then the fact that the people that were there could still enjoy it, feel safe, get back safely. You know, if you're alone or not with a group, I mean, it'd be just terrifying. And so,
absolutely.
You know, kudos to you guys for really taking care of that situation, getting everyone back here safely.
Yeah,
I want to talk about these trips, and I know you've been on a few of them, haven't you?
Yes, yeah.
So when you see a price, and it's always that sticker shock, and you just go, oh, but what am I getting? I mean, flights alone are crazy. So that's a huge expense that, of course, is included. But also airfare and transfers, baggage handling, accommodations, 2 meals a day, and that can be flexible. But I love that because it's breakfast and dinner, lunch. There might be a cafe down the street that you want to try and kind of have some flexibility there. Itinerary and tour guides, no hidden expenses.
Yeah.
That is huge because I said the last time we went to the beach with a drive down to Florida, we spent almost the same amount of money just because it adds up, dinner and everything and Uber or whatever it is you're doing. So the fact that it's all included, this is really all inclusive.
Yep, absolutely. So we typically tell our travelers that they need $400 to $500 in spending money.
Okay.
That is for all the gifts that they want to bring
Shopping.
home. You know, it's not, and for some lunches, you know, some coffees, some treats here and there. But outside of that, if you went with nothing and you just went, you could truly make it happen. I mean, everything is included. Everything is taken care of. There's Wi-Fi is on the buses.
That's huge.
Yeah, exactly. There's breakfast and dinner. There's coffees at the hotels. All the things, you know, water at the hotels and water available on the bus, things like that. And it's honestly incredible that we're able to offer all of that at this price point. We continue to try our best to be competitive in the market by offering the lowest prices for the quality that we're able to provide. And so we're thankful that we're able to do that. It's truly the generosity of our owner and all the people that go into this from the ground. We have a lot of people wearing a lot of different hats in this company, and that's how we're able to provide these services for you guys.
Well, if anybody knows me, I'm a cheapskate. So trust me, I've done the math, I've done the numbers, I've looked, because it's expensive to travel and it's sometimes hard to find this kind of quality. I'm always looking for the cheapest, and that's not always safest when you're traveling. So not a smart idea. But talk about the hotel accommodations. I mean, they're very nice.
Yeah, absolutely. So we are, of course, willing to work with our tour hosts and our groups, meet their needs, but we offer 4 to 5 star accommodations on all of our trips unless stated otherwise by the tour host. So we have some amazing accommodations and hotels that we've continued to work with over the years. So we've built a relationship with these people. They're excited to have our groups come in. They're excited when they get a friend's tour from us because they know that it's going to be great people that are excited to be there. They know that they're just going to be just truly amazing travelers. And so we are just thankful to be able to offer. Most of the hotels that we work with have spa services, laundry services, things that you just don't think about until you're there and you have a need, and we're there to meet your need. Our tour guides are just, they work above and beyond to help anything. So calls at 2 a.m. because you have something that went wrong. You don't think about these things until you're in another country. You have a freak accident and you don't know where to go. Well, we have people for you. And so that's just, it is truly, you can just relax on your trip. And people who have gone on trips, people who have planned, all the moms who have planned these trips, they know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, yes.
And they know how beneficial this is. So yeah.
Absolutely. And that's that price point that can really, when you're getting nightly stays on your own, you're going to spend a lot of money doing that. So this is a huge advantage. And the location, because again, I'm not going to know where to stay, and the Wi-Fi alone. I would love to try to do these podcasts from Greece.
Yes.
So we're going to try to make that happen, because I think that would be so fabulous. So I'm trying to think of anything else that you want to include, that you want to be sure that people know about you and being a tour guide, and really that flexibility that you guys offer, because you do have things that are set, but somebody could also come in and go, hey, can we do this? And you guys will accommodate.
Yeah, sure. So I will touch on this. While we do offer so many different locations and so many possibilities, we have a few that we have been sending people to for so long that we just are so confident that you'll have an amazing time. And I do want to mention those. One of those is our Footsteps of Paul tour that you'll be going on.
Yes.
It is a walk through the New Testament. It is a faith-based tour, and it is incredible. You get to walk in the footsteps of Paul. You get to see all the places that he went, and you get to see the impact that it's had even now on the places that he went to. And it was a lot different than I would have ever imagined. People, when you think of Greece, you think cruises, you think the islands, all that. And so we have found a way to combine both. And so you get the luxury of enjoying a cruise, of island hopping, of experiencing the food while still going deep into the New Testament, and it's incredible. Another tour that we are offering, and this one I'm really excited because I'll be going myself in March, I believe, is Turkey and the 7 churches of Revelation. So that is going to be an incredible experience, just because we're diving into the book of Revelation, and it's going to be really incredible. There's also some really cool things like a hot air balloon ride offered, just some really cool things that, for our adventure people, they might really love. And then outside of that, we have our Italy tour, just food and wine tours, our Scotland, there's so many places in Europe that you might not even think, just not faith-based, just going for experience to travel and see. You're going to have an experience of some kind, and whether faith-based or not, you're going to have something that makes you think, wow, I just am happy to be here. I'm happy to experience this. Your knowledge will just increase truly so much. There's nothing like traveling the world, and when you have an opportunity to do so, I say take it. Absolutely. You'll learn more than you ever thought.
Oh my goodness, my plan is to go to every one of them. Like each year, I just want to do another one. You guys can join me. Yeah. We could get the group that does this every year. That is absolutely my goal. And my kids are so excited because they're into Greek mythology.
Yes.
So they like the Bible stuff, but they're going to be really excited about anything that they've read about.
Exactly.
They love Percy Jackson, all of that. And so when they saw the Steps of Paul tour, they were just so excited. So the other thing I want to touch on is when you first asked me about being a host or of a tour in Israel, I was thinking, I don't know anything about Israel. How can I be a host? You guys supply the educational tour guides. I don't have to do that as a host, right?
Yeah, so anyone listening who's interested in hosting a tour, you think you might have a group of 20 or more, and you're not sure if you have what it takes to be a tour host, you absolutely do. All you need is to be the main point of contact for us. You're going to help us organize by talking to the people that you know. So it just helps be the middleman between these people, accommodate a group of who's similar interests, those kinds of things, wanting to leave out of the same airport type of stuff. Which, by the way, if you do have a group with multiple airports, we're accommodating as well. Yes. We have a whole flight team who is willing to work with different domestic locations on air travel and international as well. So that definitely don't leave that off the table.
Right.
But for our tour hosts that are interested, we have licensed tour guides and experts on the ground in every single location that we offer. So we have people that not only know everything there is to know about the country itself and how to get around and what's the quickest way to go somewhere, but also the sites themselves. They have lived in these places. They're usually locals, people that grew up there, and so they don't just know the history, they have lived it. They walk around these sites every day. They have grocery stores next to some of these sites. Their jobs are down the road from a site that is in the Bible or in some catalog, and you're like thinking, wow, that looks like a National Geographic amazing, a 7 wonder of the world, and there's someone jump roping next to it. It's incredible. And it just goes to show that we're all people, we're all living on this world, and we're all having this incredible experience. And it's just amazing. Truly.
That is huge right there, because you would probably spend more money if you didn't go through them, and not having that knowledge, not having that help, not having an expert, you're gonna be lost.
Absolutely.
And so the price to me is incredible for what you're getting. And like I said, I've done the math, I've looked, because that's who I am and that's how I roll. So absolutely incredible to be able to get all of that. What an amazing organization. I know you are just loved and blessed to be working here and be a part of it, and the people, it's all good people.
Absolutely.
So I want to close with, obviously the website is always on the podcast, it's always in the description, but give us the number and the email and how people can find you.
Okay, absolutely. So you can go to our website, which is travelwithfriends.com. Go there. We have all of our contact info. You can see our staff page. You can see some of the people that you'll be working with, our different teams, departments. You'll also be able to find different tour options, and then some basic FAQs, so frequently asked questions that you might have. Use our website as a resource, if anything else. You can look through our itineraries and kind of see where we're taking people. We're happy to provide that for you. Also, give us a call. Our phone number is 501-379-9226. Our front desk receptionist is going to be happy to put you in touch with the right person. We'll get you in touch with our travel services department and someone that can make your trip happen. Also, we would love to have you stop by our office if you're local. So anyone in the Little Rock area, or if you ever are, please come down to our office. That's on Financial Center Parkway. We're at 10901 Suite 3. So we'd love to see you guys. We love when people visit our office, and we're just happy to meet people like you and have these amazing connections.
Well, and they are a business, but they're all good, godly people. So they're going to take care of you, and it's just been a blessing to me to meet all of you and learn about you, and I'm just so excited to travel the world with you. So.
I am too.
Thank you so much.
Of course, yeah.
Mia Story with Travel with Friends.
Thank you, guys.
And have a great day, and thank you for listening.
Yeah.